Okay, hand me the burritos and let's roll. Landon, toss it here. Make the right choice. All right, everybody to your seats so our gamerage people can do their gamerage stuff, which would be Hunter/Kaylee. With that, what do you guys need? The cards and the spoons?
Yep. And we don't need the burritos. Those were just for fun. Maybe Hunter will hit you with burritos during the game. We don't know. It's up in the air. Anyways. So, wow, there's a lot more of you than I thought. So, tonight we are going to play Ultimate Spoons. Does everybody know how to play spoons? You're on the right track. It has spoons. So we are going to sit you all around a table. Can we all get around the table? Or just a second round one would be okay. So the goal of the game is to get 3 of a kind. No, 4 of a kind. I haven't played in a long time either. 4 of a kind. So that would be 4 nines, 4 kings. They don't necessarily have to be the same color or suit. Thank you. Yep, you just need 4. And then once you get 4 of a kind, you will run and find a spoon, which will be still in this room and not on the stage or in the sound booth, okay? They'll be pretty obvious around the room. You just have to run and get one. If you come back without a spoon, you are out. And we play again. Not hiding per se.
No, they won't be hidden. They'll just be sitting. Well, they'll kind of be hidden, but not really. You'll find out. But anyways, there's only going to be 10 spoons. And there's 14, 15 people here. So the first 4 or 5 people will be out. And then we're going to go down to 5 spoons. And then we're going to go down to 2 spoons. So be quick, be furious. And whenever, you don't have to all have a 4 of a kind. Just whenever the one person gets a 4 of a kind, everybody can get up and go get the spoons. Does that make sense? Does it make sense? Everybody understand? Okay. Everybody make your way to this table. We'll get you started. We're going to get another table too, so don't crowd too much. Squeeze, but don't squeeze too tight. All right, go. Go. And just so you know, all 10 spoons are not in the exact same place. The spoons are in different places. So, somewhat. So, the first 10 people to come back with spoons are still in until the next game. And they're all in this room, and don't push anybody over when you're getting spoons. They're hidden around this room, and they're not all in the same place. They're in 3 different places. The first 10 people to bring spoons to Thane. Bring them to Thane. Give Thane the spoons. Bring Thane. Okay, never mind. Bring me the spoon. Bring me your spoon. If you have a spoon, bring it to me. If you have a spoon, bring it to me, then sit back at the table. Five spoons. I need 5 more spoons. Landon, bring me your spoon. Give me your spoon. Give me your spoon. And then take a seat. There's 3 spoons left. There are 3 spoons left. When you find the spoon, bring it to me. There are 3 left. Unless someone else took all the other spoons. There's 1 spoon left. There is still 1 more spoon. There's 1 spoon left, and I'll tell you it's not on the table side of the room. It's on the other side. There's still 1 more spoon. It's over, kind of over there, where you guys are. Kind of. You're getting warmer. Oh, there you go. You found it. And everybody that didn't find a spoon, just come sit over here for now. All right, I have 3 spoons. I need 3 more spoons. I have 3 spoons. I need 3 more spoons. These ones were a little harder to find. Look a little harder. 3 more spoons. You might have to look up, too. 2 more spoons. I only have 4 spoons. I need 2 more spoons. 1 more spoon. There's still another spoon, guys. 1 more spoon. There's, yep, I have 5. I need 1 more spoon. This spoon is well hidden. It might be behind something. All right, that's all the spoons. Everybody that's still in, go ahead and sit around the table. We should have 6 people left in the game. All right. Deal it and don't start the game until I tell you to start the game. We are doing 3 spoons. And the last one, you hid one already. Did you hide one yet? You guys can hide the last one. They're hiding the spoons. All right, you have 10 seconds to hide your spoon. 10 seconds to hide your spoon. There are 3 spoons. 3 hidden spoons. Did you guys hide all the spoons? Who's going to be the last 3 contestants in this spoon game? I got 1 spoon, 2 spoons left. 1 spoon. If you can't reach it, you don't get the spoon. I need one more spoon. Who has the last spoon? I need 1 more spoon. Stop giving people hints. I need 1 more spoon. I need 1 more spoon.
I've been chasing God. I've been chasing Mercury and lightning.
What hint? What's the hint? Where's it at? What's the hint? You guys are in the right direction. Keep looking. All right, we got 3 people left, and we're going to hide 1 more spoon. Who's going to win this game? Who is going to win this game? 1 spoon left. Stop. Don't look around the room. Look at each other, because it'll be awkward. Now we got 1 spoon left. They're hiding it right now. Sure, you can hold on to a spoon. Did you guys hide it? Oh, I already have somebody hiding it. Sorry. You already hit. It's the last one. It's the last one. For this one, you might need to look where your feet walk. Look where your feet walk, and it's a very sneaky spoon. It could be a stinky spoon too. I couldn't tell you. This spoon might just be mobile, and there might just be one spoon that's an imposter spoon. So there's one real spoon floating out here somewhere, and it likes to move around. And like I said, look where your feet like to wander. Or that could potentially be stinky, and it's mobile. I do not have the spoon. I personally have no spoon, but the spoon is mobile. It might be stinky, and it might walk. Thane is not, nope, that is the imposter spoon. That is not a real spoon. It is a real spoon, but it's not the spoon. The other spoon is still moving. And you, remember, I said it's kind of stinky, possibly. Look down to find this spoon. The spoon is on the move. Look at that, he found the spoon. Well, who are the other two people, Sapphire and Malachi? Since Dad can't win, you guys, I want you to do rock, paper, scissors real quick to see who wins this game. Oh, sorry, Malachi. Sapphire won the game. Sapphire won the game of spoons, even though Ken officially won the game of spoons. But thanks for playing, guys. We're gonna everyone go sit back in your seats. We'll get Sapphire a prize later. Everybody head back to your seat. We're gonna move on to what's next in service. Hey, worship team, you want to come up to the stage and get ready? Worship team, come up to the stage and get ready.
Hello. How's everyone doing? You guys are a pretty exciting bunch tonight. All right, well, if you want to stand with us, come hither. You can come forward. We don't bite, I promise. All right, well, we're going to worship. So give Jesus your all tonight, and let's have some fun.
Before I spoke a word, you were singing over me. You have been so, so good to me. Before I took a breath, you breathed your life in me. You have been so, so kind to me. mountain you won't climb up, coming after me. Snow wall you won't kick down, lie you won't tear down, coming after me. No shadow you won't light up, mountain you won't climb up, coming after me. There's no wall you won't kick down, lie you won't tear down, coming after me. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. And oh, it chases me down, right still I found, leaves the 99, and I couldn't earn it, I don't deserve it, still you give yourself away. And oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom. Where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom. Lift your eyes to heaven. There is freedom. Lift your eyes to heaven. There is freedom. Freedom reigns in this place. Showers of mercy and grace falling on every face. There is freedom. just the voices. Freedom reigns in this place. Showers of mercy and grace falling on every face. There is freedom. How amazing is it that we have a God that sets us free? In the middle of we're in a pandemic, we're stuck at home, we wear masks in public, and it just feels like, sometimes it can feel like you're drowning. With all the chaos and the unknown going on right now. But God truly does set you free. So, dear Heavenly Father, if you could just remind every single one of us in this room tonight that you are what will set us free. If you can just put your hand on all the hearts and just heal any of the brokenness. Father, you are so good. I pray that everybody can just hear from you tonight in such a very loud way. In your heavenly name, amen.
You guys didn't sit down, did you? Okay, just checking. Hey, it's good to have you guys here, at least most of you. Just something real quick before we go on to the next part. I'm going to ask you guys something that, when it gets to the part where Thane speaks and then we break into smaller groups, minimize the talking. Just be respectful. It's not that long, and we would just appreciate that. We can chat a bit in the small groups. Except for Landon, he can't say anything because he's got a big mouth. He's got a big mouth. So anyway, so first of all, who's your favorite person? I am? Okay, have a piece of candy then. Yeah. Be that way. So, I need to know. Trying to figure out what's really for what here. What did Jesus do for you this week? I think Dakota's hand was up first. Oh, cool. So you had knee surgery? Knee replacement. Yeah. That's better than a brain replacement. Okay, that's cool. So, hey, Thane, which one of these do you hand out up here to the Jesus is sweet? Okay. The red guy. We call him Santa Claus. I'll give you that one too. Okay, so I've got another question for you. What did Jesus do for you this week? Kingston. And so you're healthy. Way to go. I'll give you one of those too. So the next question, what, in thinking about last week and the devotions for the last week, what did Esau trade for a bowl of stew? Addie. A birthright? Yeah, you're kind of right. Good job. Here, you can have one of those too. Okay, so the next question, this This is for like big money. This is for big money. Okay, so Landon's back in. Landon's back in. Okay, so the last couple of weeks, or at least last week, we asked you to regurgitate, quote a scripture. What was the reference? Where was it found? 3:8. No, I think 3:18. I think you're right. Okay. You memorized it? Okay, let's hear it. Let's hear it. Hey, shh, hold on. Go for it. No, go for it. That's correct. What version is that out of, of the Bible? It's not the New Living Translation, but I think you are correct. Is that NIV? So you think that was good? You got it? Because we had a fact checker. Thane the fact checker. So, okay, so, just so you know, and I think we need to give it up for Nikki. Let's give it up for Nikki! Okay, so Nikki, you get some gummy bears. You get another thing of gummy bears. You get a marshmallow thing. You get a $1 bill. You get a City Brew card. And there's more. And a Mountain Dew. Hey! So it might, I'm going to use a big word here. It might behoove you to, when Thane throws it out, a verse, you need to Google it. You need to behoove the Google. Google the behoove. So, all right. Thanks, guys. That was awesome. And now, are you ready for one of the main events? Yes, you are. Yeah, Reverend Thane is coming. Hey, let's give it up for the Rev. The Rev.
The Rev. I think that should just be my title from now on. Anytime I'm at the church, I'm the Rev. Except for then I don't know what to call John, the Master Rev. The Big Rev. Big Rev and Little Rev. But, anyhow. So, as Ken said, as Nikki gloats aboard her pile of treasures, verse time, it adds up. So if you know your verses and no one else does, you just get big prizes. I'm just saying. It pays to know God's word as stolen by John Warnicki. But with that being said, last week we talked about Jacob and Esau. This week we're talking about Joseph and his brothers. You see, Jacob kind of went on his own way and had a family, had 12 sons, and Joseph was his favorite. So, rather than me putting a synopsis out there of what happened in Joseph's life, so I'm going to ask you guys, what happened with Joseph? Nikki. His brothers what? Why would his brothers sell him? Yes, you are correct that he was sold, but why did he get sold? He was his dad's favorite, of course. He was the special kid. What did he get from his dad? Yeah, the robe of many colors. It was awesome. No one else had him blinged out like him. What else did Joseph do that infuriated his brothers? Took what? His big bank. What do you mean? Took all of his stuff. They sold him into slavery, but why? Why did they do it? He had dreams, but what were those dreams about? That they were all bowing down to him. So not only did they landed, in order to participate, you have to come center stage. That would include Hunter and Dakota. No, that means migrate some more. And I'm going to make you sit in the front if you don't join the group here. All right. So, what we got now is, not only did Joseph have the cool coat and he was his dad's favorite, he also had dreams of his brothers bowing down to him. So the brothers said, all right, we are done with this guy. What did they do to him? No, before they sold him. Addie. Threw him down the well of no return. And what was their original intent with him throwing him into the well of no return? Landon. He stays there and rots away. But then what did they say? Kingston. Landon is. They sell him away as a slave. So they said, okay, maybe we shouldn't kill him, but we'll just sell him and just cart him away and he'll just leave us be, right? Right? So he ends up being a slave at Potiphar's house. Potiphar's wife accuses him of doing wrong by her. And what did Potiphar do? Kicked him to the curb, right? Below the curb, and curb stomped him. No, not really. That didn't happen in the Bible. But he was, again, in locks and bonds. Then what happened? Landon. So it was a baker and a cupbearer, right? Read their minds. And then word got around to the big man in charge, who was also having some dream problems. What? So, having some dream problems. Nikki. Weird dream, huh? Fat cows to skinny cows. We didn't know what was going on. He was having problems with it. They said, Joseph, we need your help. So Joseph interprets their dreams, sets aside the land, and they get ready for the big what? Famine. So they stored up for 7 years, and then there were 7 years of severe famine. What did Joseph's family do at this time? It's like an Australian auction. If you raise your hand or even blink your eyes, you have volunteered yourself. So be stoic if you don't know. Addie. Yes. And then they find out that Joseph is in charge, and they don't know what to do about it. And basically a turn of events is they keep their younger brother there, and they don't know what's going to happen to him, and then they go back to that. Oh, what do we do? What do we do? And the whole thing sorts out. And do you think Joseph, in this whole time, had every reason to not really be a big fan of his brothers? You are correct. Humanly speaking, if you were sold into slavery, being treated as dirt, and then your brothers are just like, be rid of him. That would be a long time to harbor a lot of hate. He had every reason to do it. And we're going to actually pick up the story when their father dies. Because you see, these brothers were like, well, Joseph is still Jacob's favorite. And I would think Joseph would want to be on Jacob's good side, is not going to kill us or do anything bad to us. But now that Dad's gone, what do? We are screwed. We pick up the story there. Genesis 50, verse 15. When Joseph's brothers saw that their father was dead, they said, what if Joseph holds a grudge against us and pays us back for all the wrongs we did to him? So they sent word to Joseph, saying, your father left these instructions before he died. This is what you're to say to Joseph. I asked you to forgive your brothers the sins and the wrongs they've committed in treating you so badly. Now please forgive the sins of the servants of the God of your father. When their message came to him, Joseph wept. His brothers then came and threw themselves down before him. We are your slaves, they said. But Joseph said to them, "Don't be afraid. Am I in the place of God? You intended to harm me, but God intended it for good to accomplish what is now being done, the saving of many lives. So then, don't be afraid. I will provide for you and your children." And he treasured them, he reassured them, and spoke kindly to them. So, what did Joseph's brothers do to try to protect themselves from Joseph? Are you in a state of paralysis, or you have an answer? Go, Landon. So, based off of what we just read, Dad just died. What did they do to him? What did they do? What was their course of action? You know, as much as that was a lot of jumping around, it was pretty good. Basically, they had this letter saying that Dad said that Joseph needed to forgive his brothers for what they did because they treated him so badly. And what else did they do? After he read the letter, what was the action they took? Nikki. They threw themselves down before him and said, "We will be your slaves. Please don't kill us." I'm pretty sure they were thinking that in the back of their heads. But it doesn't say that in the Bible, so I can't say that for sure. That would have been my thought process. Better to be a slave than be dead. So, how did Joseph's brothers describe how they treated him? They treat him nice? I don't think so. I think the opposite of nice. How they treated him beforehand. They did not treat him nice. At least, that's not the sort of nice that, maybe you have a different picture of nice, of like being sold into slavery, thrown down a well. Maybe that's an act of, brotherly love for you, but it wasn't so in this case. What emotions do you think the brothers felt as they asked him for forgiveness? What do you think was on their minds as they threw themselves before him saying, "Please forgive us"? Kingston. Pretty much. Not looking too good, right? Anybody else? So they were afraid for their lives. What else would they probably be feeling? Gwen. Guilt. So for 13 years, they have not seen their brother and come out, he's alive. And they just remember, well, threw him in the ditch, threw him in the well, sold him away. Addie. Yeah, I would imagine after a certain point they're like, man, maybe that was a little harsh, don't you think? Maybe that was the wrong thing to do. So, what did we see that Joseph did, though? He had every right to do this. His brothers were feeling regret, remorse, anxiety, fear. What did Joseph decide to do contrary to what I would probably do? Go ahead. Forgave them, and not only that, he said, how did he explain his forgiveness? Landon. Yes, he forgave them, helped their families, reassured them, but how did he explain what happened as a result of their actions? Yes, that mask was giving me problems, or your mumbling was giving me problems, I don't know, but I got that out. But he pointed it back to God. Do you think Joseph would, if he wasn't walking and talking with God and trusting in him, that he could have easily been mad at God for what happened? But instead he said, God did this for a purpose, and I am going to choose to honor him. And as a result, he became one of the most powerful people, right below Pharaoh, in the land, and he forgave his brothers. So, we're going to break up into our small groups. And as we break up into our small groups, we're going to look at a couple things, namely being the fruit of forgiveness, what guilt does and how it can destroy us. And when we're going through painful situations, is there a purpose behind it? So, there's a few people here that haven't been to youth group in a few days or two. So, we have 3 small groups. Ken and April, they are going to be with the 7th and 8th graders, I believe, that's what it is. And then we got Hunter and Nate. You guys are with the 9th and 10th graders, correct? And then Kaylee takes the juniors and the seniors.